Hello, this is Molly from the Good Earth Organic Gardening Center. I'm here with Peter Glantz, who is both a filmmaker and a fermenter. Peter's teaching a sauerkraut class at this year's Harvest Festival. Peter, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started fermenting?
I'd love to. About 15 years ago, I was told I could make sauerkraut by putting a bunch of cabbage, a bunch of salt, and a bunch of water in a jar and shaking it up, and then I'd end up with sauerkraut. But all I ended up with was a bunch of salty cabbage. And then I tried again, and I ended up with a bunch of moldy cabbage. And that began my journey of learning how to make sauerkraut, which after a couple of years of experimentation, I figured out how to make it in a simple way that succeeded every time. And once I learned that, I started making kimchi and I started making pickles, and I just couldn't stop.
Cool. So what can people expect from your sauerkraut workshop?
The number one thing you can expect is to learn how to make sauerkraut. That's the principal intent of this workshop, and you will learn that. It'll be a step-by-step process. You will get your hands into the cabbage. You will do each step of the way in order to learn to make it and have it succeed. You can also expect to learn a bit about the history of fermentation. They have evidence of fermentation in the pyramids 5,000 or 10,000 years ago, and people do it around the world. So you will learn a bit about that, and a bit about nutrition, and a bit about just how delicious it can be.
And people taking the workshop will also get some tools so that they can continue fermenting. Is that right?
That's true. When you take the workshop, you get a jar and a weight and the cabbage and salt, everything you need to bring home with you, sauerkraut that you made in the class, as well as the tools to make more when you get home. So by taking the workshop, you get the knowledge you need and the tools you need to make sauerkraut at home. This weight holds the cabbage under the water, which is a key part of making sauerkraut. And then the best part is at the end, when you get to take it and eat it.
That sounds delicious. Well, thank you, Peter. We're looking forward to the workshop, and we'll see you at the Harvest Festival.
See you then.